Hi, welcome to my journey. So, I just got back from coming out of Walmart, right? And I was thinking about, the numerous times, that I was lied to when people would say stuff like, if you can feed one, you can feed two. It's not going to cost you that much more to feed two, right? And that's not true, okay? Because technically, when it comes to Snoopy, right? She's a senior, right? She doesn't eat that much. And I was kind of got used to, buying about, 15 pounds of dog food once a week, okay? Especially if I supplement it with, extra protein and, yeah. However, now that I have a puppy pitty, right? I had to second think, like, look, these 14 pound bags of dog food is not enough. Because I have been going to the store like every 3 to 4 days, have to pick up some dog food. So then it dawned on me, right, that feeding 2 or more people or dogs is not the same. It is not the same as if, you're feeding one. It's not. It's twice as much or more, depending on the metabolism of the new new addition, right? And I got a PD puppy, right? PDs, are known for their strength. They need extra protein. They are fairly hyper dogs, even though they're not the hypest dog, but they do need to get their exercise in. Yeah. So, I just had to really, make that assessment because, I went in there and like I said, you have all of these different prices of dog food. However, I got the lowest. I got the lowest amount of dog food. I got the cheapest. You could just say I got the cheapest. Right? It was O'Roy, right? Boasting about it has a taste, the flavor of T-bone steak and bacon. And I like that. That sounds pretty good, T-bone steak with bacon. Yeah. They done turned the T-bone steak into a filet mignon. Anyway, I'm glad I got the dog food. That's all I can say, because they was running really, really low. And like I said, the baby pitty, the pitty baby, she has to eat at least twice a day. And even eating twice a day, she kind of looks a little tubby to me. But that's her breed. Her breed is to be looking thick. I mean, if you seen a pitty that don't look thick, what are you gonna think? It's like, that's like seeing a skinny Clydesdale horse. Who wanna see that? I know I don't want to see that. So, yeah. disinfecting. You can also use it for burning if you have to. So it was $1, and yeah. Dang, they butchered that tree. They butchered it. Look at all these strange people parking over here for what? New York? I think the garbage man finally came by. Because my trash can is way out in the street. Let me put this stuff away. Hold on. So now I just need to find out how long a bag, a 45-pound bag of dog food is going to last. Okay, I'm hoping it lasts through November. I'm hoping. Okay? Yeah. Oh wow, they got a sale going on down here. Let me see. Like they got some shelving. Got some mirrors, got some pictures. Roll top desk for $25. That's cute too. They tried to refurbish it and everything. Wow. Sad part about it is you know, we trying to purge. We're not trying to accumulate. We have to purge. Like I said, you know, you can get to a certain age and you start realizing that it don't make no sense to buy all this shit because you can't take it with you. You cannot take it with you. You cannot. Right? You might not be able to take it to your new place, you know, and you definitely can't take it with you to the afterlife. That's one thing you cannot do. Okay? So yeah. I need to take my doggies and myself for a walk. You know, I very rarely just drive around my neighborhood, right? Where you just ride around, just see what's going on. You know, I've seen some people circle around my neighborhood and they don't even live here. And I'm like, why are they circling around my neighborhood? And I know some people will say, how do you know they don't live there? I've been living here for 30 years. And during the course of the time, you start to know the traffic. Now, I ain't gonna say that we ain't got newcomers coming and going. But I ain't seen a whole lot of houses for sale on my little neighborhood. You know, granted, Oh, somebody's painting their house gray. Oh, nice. Oh, the painting, it's just interesting to me because, they are painting their bricks. Okay, they're painting the bricks. Right? And one of the things that I would like to do, I don't want to paint my bricks, but I will paint them. Right? But what I would like to do is I would like to put another surface on the bricks so that the bricks start to look like kind of Mediterranean. To get rid of the brick, and mortar look completely. You can kind of, make it seem like it's not brick, but you really have to just I don't know, just skim it with mortar or some type of cement. And then make it look like the Mediterranean style and paint it white. And that's because my interior is now gray and white. So inside it kind of got a French cottage type of color to it, but the outside is still ranch style, and people are getting kind of tired of this ranch style, and they want things to look more modern, right? Which is why they're painting the brick, why they don't even like the color of wood inside their house. Hey, no way that roll top should have cost $25. It was an antique, restored, looked beautiful. The hardware alone probably cost $25, and it looked darn good. But like I said, people are, they're utilizing countertops and tabletops and stuff instead of just needing a whole desk. Right? They used to file papers and stuff inside of there. You could lock it and all that stuff. But now, what are you going to be locking away? What are you going to be locking away? So, this is day 3 of me getting out and forcing myself to take a walk. Day 3. Okay? I know I have to get back out. It's physical and mental therapy. And it's healthy for me and it's healthy for the dogs. So we just gotta do it. Just better do it. Okay? Okay. So, we're here at this park and we're gonna go take a walk. Yeah. Hopefully there's not gonna be too many mosquitoes out. Right? Okay. You ready for a walk? You ready for a walk? Are you ready for a walk? Let's go.